All in all, Mr. Speaker, in terms of the arrangements put in place, the conduct of our field staff, the availability of materials, and the functioning of our equipment, among others, the 2024 voters registration exercise was highly successful. It was inclusive and highly participatory. To date, we have not heard or received any complaints relating to the disenfranchisement of citizens. Honorable members, we intend to undertake a mop-up voters registration exercise in the first 3 days of August, that is from the 1st to the 3rd of August 2024, to allow persons who turn 18 after the May 29th voters registration exercise to register to vote. The mop-up exercise will be held in all our district offices across the country, including the newly created Yuan district. Additionally, we will extend the mop-up exercise to all prison centers across the country. We are working closely with the Ghana Prison Service, and we have obtained good details from them on the number of inmates in all the prison centers across the country. Honorable members, as you may be aware, we conducted the application for the transfer of votes exercise, as well as the replacement of lost ID cards in all our prison centers from the 3rd to the 5th of July 2024. This exercise, that is the application for the transfer of votes, was also extended to our security agencies. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we experienced some pockets of violence during the 2024 voters registration exercise. Thankfully, no lives were lost. The conflicts and violence stemmed mainly from the abuse of the guarantor system, which led party agents to challenge voters who were bussed to the centers by their opponents. As a commission, we will continue to advocate for the use of the Ghana card as the sole means to verify a person's age and citizenship. We believe that the sole reliance on the Ghana card to authenticate a person's age and citizenship will be the surest way of ensuring a credible register and reducing the tensions and conflict that often characterize our registration exercise. Honorable members, as you may be aware, we have also concluded the proxy voting and the transfer of votes exercise. This took place from the 30th of May to the 14th of June 2024. As mentioned, the application for the transfer of votes was extended for an additional 3 days, that is from the 3rd to the 5th of July, and it covered the prison centers across the country. Indeed, both exercises were very successful. We have also concluded the compilation of the special voters list. This was held from the 17th of June to the 1st of July 2024, but was extended for an additional 2 days from the 6th to the 7th of July 2024. As we speak, Mr. Speaker, we have a total number of 131,005 persons made up of security agencies and media personnel on the special voters list. As was the case in 2020, we engaged with the heads of the security agencies, including the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Prison Service, Immigration, Customs, the Ghana Armed Service, the Ghana Armed Forces, as well as the Ghana Journalists Association and the Private Broadcasters Association, and briefed them on the modalities for the application for the special voting to ensure that they had a good understanding of how the process works. This was to prevent the confusion that had characterized special voting prior to the 2020 election. We are confident that as in 2020, the special voting slated for the 2nd of December 2024, will be incident-free and seamless. I'm happy to note, Mr. Speaker, that next week we'll be uploading the special voters list on our website. We've also written to our security agencies and the media to provide us with pen drives to put the register on there to enable their members review this list and bring to our attention any errors or issues we may have with the register. Honorable members, in view of the mop-up registration exercise scheduled to take place in the first 3 days of August, we have rescheduled the voters exhibition exercise from the 15th to the 21st, from the 15th to the 24th of July to the 20th to the 27th of August. The exercise will be held in there are over 40,000 polling stations across the country. In addition to exhibiting the register in all our polling stations, we will also exhibit the register electronically to allow citizens to check their registration details on their telephones for a small fee. This electronic register will be in place on the 20th of August until the election day. As we speak, honorable members, we have completed the recruitment of all our temporary officials. In all, we recruited close to 210,000 temporary officials, and they include our returning officers and their deputies, presiding officers, verification officers, name reference officers, among others. We intend to offer them in-depth training to ensure that they operate and carry out their mandates as expected of them. For the first time in our history, we've created a database to capture the details of all our temporary officials. We can now identify each temporary staff by their names, their photographs, their voters card, their Ghana cards, and their residential addresses. All these details have been factored on our database. Hitherto, our temporary staff were simply names on paper, but we believe that with the production of this database, with the preparation of this database, it will further enhance transparency and promote and foster the needed accountability required from our temporary staff.
On TV as well as International Power 97.9 from the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. If we in studio hour 37 Abebese Street, Accra, the heart of Accra, Usu, Akasankasa, Edibia, Efi, Ebel, Tamalia, Northern Regional Capital, Uti, Mana FM, and Kesmi FM. Boko in the Upper East Region. We are live on Source 100.1 FM. Pusigai in the Upper East Region. I am Wempa Sampa Wendy FM, Zems FM or Zebla. WFM Bonne in Kiligi FM Justice Information Center Bupe Sansuna Oscar Information Center so Bamboy all in the Savannah region of the Republic of Ghana. You do bro and in Pata Monsua not just say Suma from Onkran Kwanta Tiny Tipona from so Nsoko. I don't sound so Kekus Kotokwaba Marcus South Sudan Water Crowdy fire live on Sharp 106.9 FM and Ziama and Mbele Western 100.3 FM Momusu Ekwemo Voter Regional Capital Ho Global 105.1 FM Sansunu T region you are 79.7 FM Mokete Krachi KFM Mopasa and Abum FM Jiasikan all in the T region of the Republic of Ghana landing near GFM Radio and a Fire Life Radio in United States of America Virginia Apple 68 FM. Summer yade Brawane over the weekend activities will be and of course so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama not just a work change pie more share on the mode share so na near Ebano ɛkyerɛ sɛ wɔk no deɛ sɛntena agye baabia deɛ kɔɔ so wɔ nyinaa no yɛbɛma mo ate yɛbɔwura ɛkyerɛ sɛ Gonjaland mpɔ kɛseɛ pa wɔ no waba ne yɛnnua Honorable Abojinapo, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, sɛ policy bie no hɔ a ɛwɔ Gonjaland a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔde n'ani siwa omo ema ne kwansan se asubrache bi akoso anko yi amfa ma yabonwura ama sabre enibre pa ena ewo ho eno so no se ewo Northern Region Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so no ne campaign no ye odikopie mo ewo North ene eye Savannah Region no eho so nsem no ni nyina no wongeji youth ene promises awodo no ye ba mamate ensem awodo a ekoso ewo ho sanso ene nyame ya aduma achina media review budget no and also one seminar say any bc akọ ewo parliament and Sunday and nipetimamfo bi wo mo ahye wo mo so expectations ni ade no ni nyina e ba mama so ate ewo power 97.9 FM and TV SYZ ne mom no nsama ebobo eba etrese NDC nyame aduma campaign launch na nkasa no ebetumi akoso na chese launch the campaign team no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo Northern Regional Capital Tamale na de ebekoso wo bia no TVS was at the Power FM team nyina no ye de bibia be free or life e de abrel na chese bibia de na kwa mo kama I will be there myself minute nyina no ebo be ho a ye de bibia be free e Tamale Northern Regional Capital mo amuwo tipa track station Alhaji Abdallah Mo Chief Azoka any team nyina no mo amuwo Northern Regional Executives of the NDC mo nyina no mo be shia mo amodese Mugabe Maase atankolega biga mo be hu me ho life nyame eya adoma ifi eye yawade ifi ade kono minimo nyina ena ebebum ewo eye Tamale ho nti eja mo amu ni mebata mali ade mepe nti mo ha ase na munsisi mechi kama kasa me de me ba sabo ne de me di sabo no ho na mo se me ba mi ntimi nko Kenville so ana eja me ba meda ti munja ne bokoboko mame se de be ya e ba bibia bekoso ewo asumdwim angels no eneyi omugina dade so aba hene ye kan wa ha etire ne se o man mumra no he is not above the laws right dibo o man we 1992 constitution no obi ewia no ho kodo forest ya ohini bi nsore nkaka se obi afreche akwakodo forest me ma wasase se koye abunu ana me wa ba be chi wafu mu mienu na dade so aba hene ne na hemfo nketua no wo masori a omomma akuafo wo sa amantem ho no omunya aso ene omotimi de ati asem na ye be chemu fu akire be chemu nsu maka wa ha se national security mpani fonfo maso ento fom tufu se tu ate kokoso asantemawa onsoma obia se onkoche obia fu yehu letter bia from Asantamai Council yehu letter bia from Mansia Palace yet say obi enkoche obi kokofuo e wodade so aba ene ne patemu sama ye kan na nibre so ntimo obi ansore se wo no ye sina se na wo ye benten illegally wo mo obi afuo se wo no wakwa akoche kokofuo am obi a I send that signal to the national security some of them are so toto from and here na yanti very well haya na mbibesi ene kukuru ni jaya keka ni subi jaya yesi Mugabe say waja bibia never and ever bien ho wada de so aba me ne di nkomo wo bia so wa hinu so wa himfu ketua no the can say if it must be done it must be done well wo hinu ma obi afuo so wonkoya abunu a o ma obi afuo so wonkoya abunu a wo ye nkrata atoso dade so aba hene hwan wa ye nkrata ma ne se woni ne ye abunu ana akwache obi kokofuo de ama hwan mo baje mo nto a ye wo se akuafo ni tua mama mo nye moto bia ko kakizo ni obi akwache kokofuo enye adwuma na enye adwuma kina mia bi de sika be fa lawyers e de amomo e defend wo mo ho e de amamo power to the people if it must be done it must be done well and just ho e ye adwuma dade so aba ne patemu awoye honorable Collins that beto ampeso aso we be tell us wo ye ohene mumum de free so ba kama pedade che bi kora na kamo de ase power to the people well and a Monday se do Monday se wako weekend aba o se me ma obotomu ye de and then me de 3000 Ghana adwuma wura de 3000 Ghana ma me se mi chema nipa miensa etiene matras say me becha 3000 Ghana cedis Star 274 has now send the selected point from number 1. What about 1 now to 5 Ghana, 2 now to 10 Ghana, and yet 1,000 Ghana, me and son, and I may babeche 3,000, the chairman nipa 3. Star 274 has now send the selected point from number 1. What about 1 now to 5, 2 now to 10. Power to the people. Well, yeah, now what's the matter with Imra? On TVS was at National Power 97.9 from support from the 900 million engines at Tankolega bigger Mugabe Maase capacity man and they media watch yami and then mobeti emiaba and yana nakua avle mobeti nka ewa and mobeti honorable Kalisiza so and Kachina one-on-one with honorable Kojochumbo for former chief executive officer at the Free Zones Authority mobeti nka ewa nyami aduma watchina yeshasi and yeshasi over the weekend a lot of political activities course around the country na emei ye the highlight send ye course over the weekend no ye the esase a ne esase e the afri eye Gonjaland no ye wo ekura kese ayemfo kese a chese Gonjaland ni nyina no se eye boli o se eye bamboyo o se eye yape o se eye kusugu se eye bupe o Gonjaland no se eye damango Gonjaland no ye wo empower sanye asantemawia udu asantemama ye wo baabi te se eye tepa ye baabi te se ofeso ye baabi te se mampon ye baabi te se ayemfo kese ni nyina no the king himself no asantemawia utufo se tu atekoko so na woko Gonjaland a de ote akonya kase wote eye enwoma so no they sit on the skin of an animal aboa ne woma eso enwomotena na ene ensema efi eye yabawura on Gonjaland in Pokasia Urban say Honorable Abujinapo was a member of parliament for a year Damongo in the Savannah region. Was a year minister, lands and natural resources. Now opinion the Eboba Basao employee and another son and some Samuna do a Ghana how will be at Minkanya some Emunasum or Quasatamaya. Now the bodyguard in the tea while he was sorry. We don't send me a family another. We could vote original. Sorry. Sorry. Not just say Sansam. Aquaswa matches and go for dinner to be more dear. It's a crema bed man, your bodyguard was out. Gonjaland. I want another call say, sorry, no, saying. Oh, I'll be a take a boy muscle. Also, I'm sorry. La ilaha illallah subhanallah. We are going to some said a similar informal. Womonya aya fala himfumi asawo sometimes intini ameka say asam na bentra na kanya asam na ba enkache bi ni atim ni betina hunu na tani Gonjaland ade sheri bi ni doma amamo na ya bowura na chese wo ye himpo kese pa wo hwehwe no wono wo ba wo say yes ya bowura na eba no toma Number one, Aban. We be a baba from, no be that from, number one, Aban. Semu muna yedi yebuno. Muna yedi yebuno. Gonjaland, or in Pokasi, and they, what the teacher said, was it is no secret. Ofeya Abujinapa for Anfa. On returning the call. Presidents were pursued to command Yaman Quay. Just say, BBC Kwani, a chain Nabununa, not minister usually powers. Not just say, the overlord, Yabu and Kasankasano, Yafari, and I mean, Papa say, hey, ha, we are near this year. Nasawako, a year Bupa. Bupe on your power, Neba, and a year Abujinapo. Neba, and a year Abujinapo. It's a Abujinapo or your Bishoko from Gonjaland. Na Yabu say, why your mama Sam? Into San Yamawa Samana, why no? One in the two quanta. I will go down in Fabia or my pie. it is a obia hu say abuginapo obonga palace bia e wo Gonjaland Savannah region Gonjaland enye so mo man kwan na yetie ensama akoso e wase ho
wa wona mo bela kan na kola sika ka be desulon branka na Africa honorable lawyer jinapo abuginapo ni jimoro amana ne re kan lerfin ko fol buntu dasa e kuru ba kici cingula wala wuci ayi hukumu amusa sene be sene kan okula wura ka kai bugbo okula wuro no party berbe sika kan kan e be yukula wura ka baka de to na le sene obugina po berka we moto wo ifuku kula wura no igbo kumu na fuku asomo fulambu na ta you burn a half a break. Let's talk for you.
Jira
do eduano eduano esiwa yabonwa ete eduano enema waye sei no omo tra sa eduano chese enibra ya dai enibra ba mo tra sa eduano ma na chese enibra ya dai aba I know say Honorable Abujinapo, you can do better. So do the rightful thing. Go back to them and apologize to them. Sa statement you issue Ebeka says yes no. Minia, you are my junior brother. I will advise you to do the needful. Go back to them. Kofa papa, no na chopa bia wasa me koma ya gbonwura no na asem emfa na asem nya den enko se ye bano from palace bia o na ohine bia so ohine bia wo bam wo kamo ewo ne palace no sa ohine no oni bedi including your own father ya ono no wo ye ohimpo ewo bupe because bupe no force under Gonjaland so we die so banyansafo ye bonibe ye kanasem ye to asoi papa wa shabo e wo Ghana ha papa wo di ntro e wo Ghana ha e wo Ghana abakosemu opo bi a say wo ye liar wo bi a wo ka asem a wontumi ntrase no akwada kwa ya wo ne na wo ye 991 gwani so wo ye otrofo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo ye vice president ma o my Ghana and was sign a running mate Edma MPP Amanyoko. Over the weekend, Kopie mu a northern region, any Savannah region. Yeah, a or any gift no engaging promise. Says a crowd here. Ye be more mobile phones ya. Man to be able to a 1 Ghana city. Or you were true for number 1. Say if you have an answer, what true for number 1. Na policy awade airba no we you to be able to buy the phone na we tua no 1 Ghana man to be a metua 1 Ghana city or the pro vote akronfo nko a scam 419 saka wanko. Let's watch Bawumia.
Access to mobile phones affordable and the mobile companies no yabedi kata ikitaho na yedi mobile phones no amanipa na mafibia watria 1 city 2 city 1 city 2 city kakaka na motria mobile phone no enti yedi sa scheme no every obia because we need everybody to have a smart device. We will make it easy.
Yeah. Inti phones no wakoye wo China customize mfunyi da ho MPP colors omo de phones no ba bia ni bi wo ya NDC ni a wo de akwajibi wo ya MPP ni akwajibi wo CPP ni akwajibi ni yusu eye ni ayi sika ena wo de akoye phones no wo China ho ye hu bibia na me pesa wo ti ase ne se ye de ma wo de age na eyatro oh ekwa mo fa so mo power no eyatro e wo se me di kama wo so mo yakromfo o mo wie yesika o mo betira ye mo pese mo ye bia e sika no du lesson de o mo de ba gine di na tuti a wo bia boso bia ni wo be ko wo ga na ha e krono ye sika na no ma wi a o mo diska ne ba gine di bia bo ensuo bia nku me ka kire ne tom se ensuo bia anya dai enku ye sika no ma wi a wo mo yakromfo wo mo na ensuo ni ene nananum aboso ni obedi ne mom tie MPP ne obi obetimi ahya oba obeji adi ba wo ya ene na se training allowance la kosi sai wo mo sa aka na wo ko tachi makoje na nim guase ni besi na akwa kosi sai MPP promise say wo mo adama eyetimamufo eye phones during 2018 wo mo bantu an he na da ho no smartphones for all citizens by 2020 as na wuzu catch say by the year 2020 abako na wie ye no 31st December 2020 no na citizen bia wo Ghana ha no na okura eye smartphones for all citizens by 2020 esla wusu we eye dey Ghana web right fantastic what is that team adwuma na eye no so we very good production team no mo hwehwe adwuma na wo ya presenter no wo ni mo coordinate na wo say bibia fat no Mugabe kasa or kasa with evidence you 2 million watch say no amount source no you say be circumspect in your reportage we are with checks and balances na bibia we to get bia no say ni pona jimi na we ni jimi ama no enye me no satisfa sa aboyo wo mo sha say in 2018 and we boss abo say by the end of year 2020 na citizens bia wo Ghana ha bia no we match any smartphones. We are in 2024. A few months, less than 5 months, we are quite aba. And then by me, I catch will say, yeah, the mobile phones, the mamma, Manti Biano, who be tria a year 1 Ghana cedis. It is a phone 1,000 Ghana. How many years had be to a year? Yeah, be able to 12 cedi. But now I are correct. No, I want that you want to know about why you correct. Question mark that who me can say when you correct you, but me beside you sleep beside say you correct. A big question mark that who and exclamation mark you tell me and then you full stop. But when you correct with question mark, why you correct? You be so. And to force na here for the baby to worker. We chima for chima future generations. Omo na baba the baby to. Asat am na Kevin ba Maase no anya say how many years 10 year be area 12 cedi right what do you pay vote what do you pay vote I just said 84 years now that's you for Holika oh eti awo menu ma mo subuso twabidi ankase numesua infante mo amowo eyesika freboja mo amowo manfo mo amowo daho mo amowo atresua mo amowo hidiem mo amowo goso tepa abonsua so nyame adom mo amowo eye dade so aba mo amowo ni patemo mehame ene kensere mo amowo bedi akọ Gambia number 1 Gambia number 2 mo amowo no beko kukuom sankor bebi ani mo amowo eye nkasem Kenya so number 1, Kenya so number 2, mo suponso, mo brosanko, eye bechem, ene duankwanta, ene ne patamu nyina no, obi amene ni na ho. Kofo mo ya kronfo, mo ye thieves, mo mani na ho. Afi yento aso. Southwest 74 has now selected boy from number 1 and a Monday, and then about the check 1,000 Ghana, me and some many patray. 3,000 Ghana, 30 million, and I'm about the champion Pamiensa. We bet tonight a lucky winner, and one sort of boss Southwest 74 has now was selected boy from number 1, 1 out to 5 Ghana, 2 not to 10 Ghana. Now over the weekend, let's feel in here deep. Feeling here deep. I better say get fit and ready 2024 Mahama walk. Jomama say, or pass away your fit. Oh, bar left, right. Hand ever sat and could be Mugabe Maase. When they do a chi, Kevin Asante, the Bugunatus man. Yakwatemana, left, right, Yabakwatema. Yatima kwatema de ne yebeda yebegina tashi yanyina tashi yebegina sprinters yanyina sprinters dia eyimuwa and you say the head work and the greater Accra and this parliamentary candidacy and na mumu nie Dr. Zanoto nie and Zanoto ko dira platform so hey no ma wosa Rollins expect and this muntieni but be John Mohammed be ko bia make sure say His Excellency Jerry John Rollins ne ba no my friend say Kimati right. Fantastic. When the president Messi Bakufino, the spirit is coming back. The NDC spirit. Me who say I brought to Minister Osade Papa Sada. I brought to the Shah Afraid and Macan Rollins. And I'm saying the victory of the NDC is coming again. Now I thought to me more pagan is I say yes. NDC spirit na then Abba. You know about Dr. Zanato Rollins. The Bia Bukubia for you do what she. Mufani ni mochi abusapen sisi Cresson bebia kofi oyobia mo make sure say NDC bebi mo na California bia no wo mo part of the team. The spirit is coming back. Na me who say the unity me who team no work no na me who say obo bia nie yenu aba lawyer Jasmutari ba wanie me sweet mother Dr. Valerie Soya enie na me who say we nie Sadam Afenyo nie ma wo say regional chairman asemo so ejina ne baabi na nupenu ejina baabi what you say utumo say unity no mama unity no anya adwuma me wo say me ni aba Teresa Awuni okai kwenof wonu so jina mo me wo say the unity ya wo NDC mu no say na me be say me ho ane me ho adanse ye na emma ahofa eh na me wo say Honorable Haruna Idrisu ene jina mu yi na acha say utumo say Dagomba spirit no abam Professor Joshua Alabi na wo say spirit no ene free no ye deep esi anana na do no ba o me pe baabi afa akoromfo no ye be chesi mo baabi a mo be kubia. The victory of the NDC is coming again and who Ramadan who obia in any me meje yama ho say metia me no obia any problem e wo NDC mo making sure say Nkunimbi ya peno it comes 7 December 2024 no e betimi we pay. That is my job, making sure say unity every corner the be we will see you in kabom dodo and wasi hwehwe. Yes, that is the man. Papa na friend Jomama ni hwemmerwafo wokwa wo say mmerwafo 75 80 years for me no e journey walk. I want to see you, my father. You say yesterday evening time na Jomama ebonyumra kwese say na na ade a wo yi enya ade a anase suko hobi afiri ni deep ye fini kakra
Zuza, want to thank all of you for making this work for the John Mahama victory come December 7th a success. You have defied the rain, putting your faith in John Mahama to come and lead change and rescue our country. God bless you all. God bless you all. I have the singular honor to introduce Excellency John Dramani Mahama to come and speak to you. But before I do that, we have to save this country from the ravages of the Nana Addo Dankwa Bawumia misrule, their misgovernance, and their loot, to use the loot for state capture. We must stop them, and we must stop them with your support. Today's work, you are sending a strong warning to Nana Addo Dankwa and Bawumia that you police the ballots, protect the ballots, and ensure a John Dramani Mahama victory. I have only one message for you. I hear the MPP and SM professor have said that the NDC have no record of a social policy or social intervention. Let me remind him that rural electrification, as President Mahama mentioned at Kempinski, is a worthy signature initiative of the NDC, which has changed lives and benefited Ghanaians. But what is even worse, in this country, there must be intellectual honesty. The 1992 Constitution was bequeathed to Ghanaians by the PNDC, NDC. There is absolutely nothing wrong for the NDC to even take credit for transiting Ghana from an authoritarian rule to a democratic rule. Let alone a constitutional provision. What Professor Domfe must know, that Jerry Rawlings worked with very brilliant people. Professor Kwame Nkrumah remains the father of decentralization. And we are reminding Professor Domfe that even before Article 252 of the 1992 Constitution, there was a PNDC Law 207 on decentralization. That was NDC. And therefore, when President Mahama said that it is to the NDC credit that a common fund was established under Article 252 of the Constitution, it remains a matter that is sincere and honest and cannot be contested. Let alone say that what the common fund have done, many countries have come to Ghana to learn our decentralization program and policies. And they have come to learn because it went beyond mere constitutional provisions to us creating decentralized institutions of government, of municipal district assemblies. The developments that have occurred as a result of the district assembly common fund can only be to the credit of the NDC. So Professor Domfe, come again. So the professor, he must come again.
Any opinion, Haruna Edusu, and I'm live on TV as well as also on Power 97.9 from Mr. Baba Sadiq and so Eshehobi. Baba Sadiq will be Rubia, the say media double so hobi. Na Sadiki ya call ne chairman, Omuni now switch hobi. Mo boy Juma Papa, Monyane sa MIN. Very well. Yami Aduma try a media review budget na eme parliamentarians ni bi na ansani ebeko hono try a media review budget no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Haruna Edusu kasa wiye no ono so ka bibi ewo work no omumi na chese say free na deep no papa bi abe adaye lawyer oye lawyer ni hu ni da friend no Kalisiza na honorable Kalisiza is say the we the SQ so wan be kan ho oye lawyer wabefi ha ana na ku avalanche so abefi ha be ye den ne yeti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Unfortunately for this group of people in leadership, the MPP, they don't even recognize that Ghana is sick. For somebody to say that there is no hunger, there hasn't been hunger since Akufo-Addo came into government, it means because he's eating peche and the rest of us are eating pocho. He doesn't know that there's hunger in Ghana. But everything has a time. Every dog has its day. And the MPP's day is up on 7th December 2024. I know that Nungwa and Teshi have fishing communities, and all of them are complaining. The way pre-mix was organized in our time, Bonnie, Professor Tamils, your presidency here, me, here in Sean affair, neighbor pre-mix standing. If a landing beach committees, near her pre-mix akehame, near me jakeha fishermen. Agbeneke pre-mix ba, akeha chairman, a low women's organizer ko. Keke fishermen aya he premix ye hairdresser he. Ke oba safe koni premix fishermen ana. And please, none of us is going to sleep on 7th December evening until all the ballots have been counted. I don't want to call any constituency executive and your phone is off. It is not the duty of the elections directorate. It's the duty of the chairman, the vice chairman, the secretary, the organizer, youth organizer, women's organizer, and all the executives to stay awake for 72 hours. You must not sleep until the results are declared. The 7th July, we are launching the campaign. And once the campaign is launched, there is no sitting down. The campaign is for all of us. It's not for Joshua Alabi, he's the campaign manager. It is not for your constituency campaign task forces. It is not for your regional campaign task forces. It is for every one of you. Any spare time you have, wear your t-shirts. We're going to send you leaflets. And you go from house to house and distribute the leaflets to your neighbors. And tell them the message of NDC. That NDC is going to come and solve this economic crisis and create job opportunities for our unemployed youth.
Oh, Bema Nyansafo, Kukodufo, Munyamfo, Bema Wanyahu Feka, the Tikokwa, the TC will be any. He says, let's see John Dramani Mahama, Piao. Waka said, you know, you too. So you jam. What do you say? Jiramusa feeling me deep when you ever or brand was in many pa and ya kwaku bonsama wana mana mosari kwaku bonsam mosari kwatu abama kwaku bonsam mosari kwaku bonsam no yami aduma tina media review budget no ba parliamentarians in be share more expectations about a year tomorrow media review budget no. Let's listen to them.
Ghana is dead. They cannot get money anywhere. They have promised this country that Bawumia has said it and said it again where he will never become the president. Whatever Bawumia and Danado can do for Ghanaians, we are expecting them to do within these 4 months. Especially, they should reduce the taxes that they believe that they will cancel. The e-levy should go so that Ghanaians will clap for him. Else, after 4 months, he will not be anywhere to come and reduce taxes or to cancel taxes. So we are saying that they should tell all the taxes that they say they will repeal. They should do it now. They should do it now because the more the taxes are there, when you go to the port, levies and all the levies are not taxes. You see, the levies are just like armed robbery. So all the levies should be removed. The COVID levy, the bollard levy, the other levies should be removed. So the inflation will stabilize. Otherwise, we are dead in this country.
I am not expecting anything new. You know, this government, they have failed in all the sectors of our economy. Because what I heard is that it is just a normal statement. The minister is coming to read to us. It's not as if they are coming to review or ask for any more budgetary allocation. So that is what I've heard. So let's wait till tomorrow and see whether they will live up to their own words.
It will be about 5 months to election. Do you think the minister can bring something that will change the focus of the economy and ensure that things are turned for the better out of the election?
Not at all. Not at all. Things are getting worse on daily basis. There is nothing. There's no margin from anywhere. They are just struggling and looking for money, at least to restore themselves more, so that when they go back to opposition, they can have something to live on. There's nothing, absolutely nothing, this government can do to change the fortunes of this country.
The finance ministry to come up with any upward adjustment in terms of requesting for any money or anything. Listening to some voices from the ministry. Clearly shows that they're going to give us an update on the IMF expenditure and all other things, and how we are going to continue to solidify the gains that we've made so far. So I expect the finance ministry to come in and tell us how this program has helped us as Ghanaians, and how they are going to continue to sustain the gains we've made, especially getting to the election year.
Well, so some of the expectations from the MPs, and more action live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. Start with 74 hash. Now was sending was selected point from number 1 was sending at 205. Now what the 5 ever average 1,000 Ghana. Meche 1,000 Ghana. Me and Son Ediama lucky winners on the show. Mugabe Maase ni de semeti wa medame ho aba honorable Caesar in charge of special duties ya wono na deputy director wo ha emi aba na nakuya avle ono so ewa ha na bibia ya adwobreo se de ka se ese panyi tifi a wo hwemma nkwada enwi na nka se nkwada no wi na nka ye ka na nka wefu a na aja sa panyi ne kabi ese abofra junso gu panyin na so ayedan ye pepa ye ntwa ye ni pe de yedan ya ese ne techne makwa eko nti yedan ya one or two bibit me asi that shouldn't be say ye mfa bibia emrewe honorable Kwadwo afọ ya de bia mama respecting papa former chief executive of the Ghana Free Zones Authority ya was me born abaso ewo fidiem ha. I'm not part of the NDC communication team. I'm not on the platform, but unless say bibi kakra bisi ntwentu kakra bisi ama afedie yentie ni aba na kuya avlanka on the various platforms. So me tia seminar and I'm say what? No. Nana kuya is my sister. Honorable Kwadwo afọ is also my brother. So I have to intervene. And after speaking to two of them, no said bibia yeboko. And I'm very, very happy today. Saying ni aba na akuya avle will be on the show very soon, and tomorrow Honorable Kwadwo afọ will be here. Yamma unity odo metu makao yentunu nyemu baby foto yema melody na dia ma yese obi ayi bibi kwa hwejo mama ni ndi se enu ne fache no yemma odo ene kuro ye no enye kama yebi anu obi gina baby ne osusu jagum ende Kwadwo afọ one na akuya avle enu abisi no mo din komo fine. There is no problem. What you say? Heaven, there is no bill. Be no here. Because you say, "Woko heaven, be over obwa." Kevin meboa. There is no beer in heaven. Iti ebenu mani anu no here. I'll be right back. and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. Northern Regional Capital Tamale, we are live on Kesmi FM and Amana FM. Timamo Hoyinano, a church amo, say Yakopon Ayadmo, free Thursday kono. You'd be live, every free a Tamale, at their brain, a herefore, any and a T4, Ghana, and we say, Afana baby. Well, Russell, say, Simquina, a digest issues, I would do. Yinua ba na na ku avle ko America waba say neba be pilot ewo ne baba wo be pilot ewo America mem training the den old school mu so proud of the entire family me boma baso. It is not easy to get there, but nyame adom and odimodo honorable Kalisiza so deputy director in charge of special duties. I just say on so nyini packet special duties there. I just say Najuma so ye papa pussy for what tamale baby amoa mo hwe nyina fi a commander regional commander and new 2IC any the entire team nyina man mema mo what tamale any northern region nyina no we say mo bebo adwuma pa da memenda edi animu mo bebo adwuma papa ho trust mo say mo be bibia security no bibia de da kwam kama nti regional commander woni 2IC tiu anything nyina no yeboma baso mukosona momo adwuma the whole Ghana so deputy IGP in charge of operations penyi yohunu tete yohunu biza woso mrantie no security no wo hwese be operations bibia nationwide be adwuma na manfo mo tete NDC posters ne banners ne billboards no mo sese nyina no etuo ebetimi ayeden etwa entesa omoye na hwiri yes be bia enyade ade asem papa beba. And I would never advise any NDC member say MPP near yibi awosuko yibi yempenifo e the statement aba yefa buo ni ani di efa made yempenifo ne di aba no na yeni so bokoboko power wone kwaku mosam ekọ ko a wose ohun se kwaku bonsam no kwaje bibia free ni sema obebre enye bete sa eman kwaku bonsam idi amin eni oni omoko elections no amema abejafo akwa ba say ladies first na ne ko avle emoko aba
Mugabe
bia bako dia mo fe so afoni nyina so ya mo Ghana ni mo America
obia hoye Mugabe we dey abomodi atwumi aba and I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to see you too because once we are family ni there one or two be betimi asi but was why there enye ni panyina so na sometimes BBC kura wo fra obetake that you the same the need be man na the obeka bia meti and was when you are be makojo chumba for kasai
and I'm afraid kojo as a matter of fact kojo madam for himself your papa say me penaf 70
fantastic
misunderstanding kakre bi by I think I was in the wrong mood around that time it happened in me afraid kojo me ka che kojo so the yemfa bibia and tunche. At the end of the day the most important thing is say yebe bombardier make sure say MPP for no that is the focus. You will be a friend no team focus. Ye nyina ye kaboma eden na ye hwehwe.
Good.
The aye hwehwe ne say MPP se ne omada da Ghana for no. Ye bebo mmodin ama wo makotena bebi boko adwe wo ho. So that the yawaye bi da His Excellency John Dramani Mahama tried and tested and proven. For proving it
fantastic.
What you say?
The experience
no, exactly. Or no ababe ye jumana. Inti kojo me friend. So we have resolved every matter. And fantastic. Let me also take this opportunity. I think on my national platform, that is where the whole thing happened. Let me apologize to everybody that is on the platform and say I'm deeply sorry what happened. And once I'm in to ensure the MPP goes out, I have not changed my focus. The vision is still clear.
Fantastic.
We will ensure they go.
Fantastic.
And Kojo Michia Enyumri and all my NDC communicators. Kojo Michia over Kojo Chuba.
You know this morning when I told Basantali say everything is being resolved. Basantali said what? And I'm saying yes. What is great. So the entire communication team also Omo Kwaba.
Thank you very much.
Well. Honorable Kalisiza Akwaba.
Mugabe.
Lawyer. Yes. First time see you since I'll be a lawyer. you call you to the bar, right?
Yes, sure.
He's a lawyer, Caesar.
Esquire.
Yes, immediately there's some title, move on to
just said, I don't know,
Deputy Director in charge of special duties.
Sure.
Bibiaboko there.
Mugabe.
So what shall I say? White.
Maminfa. Especially XY, Radio XYZ. Na me no mo asi bebre. Wo enkransha amode ema me abasobo amode bo me. The publicity, especially on the occasion of me call to the bar no. Too much. Na me number 4 mo amano ni. Me say na me call law school kra. But enam say mo station no e cover the whole unit no. E wo amano no bebre. Ema mo bebre hu say Omo Adam for Munia Caesar, you call me to the bar.
Former Upper West Regional Deputy Regional Minister.
So it was so heartwarming. Me if I couldn't hear the more be brave or Abasubodi and what the boy mean crash the publicity and with the mammy. Minimum say Mube Bojuma, you know together, number Bojuma, the elections now, yeah, Kono. Our major ultimate aim say we'll get GM there. Say you be the chidom. Now I campaign, especially so no kind of down. Grassroots door to door, name market to market, name
flyers,
room to room. Na Ghana for ate no mercy. Ma 7 December yakwakoto aba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Good.
Ghana ye bread to ye pe ojifo. We need a Messiah, and he's the only one who can come and change the status quo because no matter cost
will be paying.
Very well. The experienced driver like him, not driver mate, our licenses.
Very well, but I say a lawyer, a Caesar live on TV as well.
If I couldn't so, I'm more a Mipabi, Alaji Mustafa, our
okay.
We a party penny pa.
Okay.
I'm saying last week, and I would
okay.
Civil station crime say move on abaso. And to me fakonya dia wishing a belated happy birthday. Me bompa is nyankopon ebeto no
or her life.
No one hoden. Now what me Kenya ye mobu no mo one potem no. Na nyina ya bo James Chidom mana ababe win elections no.
Okay. The wala phone nyina ya chia o. Na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said na ado ade a wo ye no enye. Yeah, and son, you best start with the work on TBB can free your mama.
My father, the way you do, it is not fine. The way you do, it is not fine. Every day and every night, I suffer money matter. The way you do, it is not fine. I go forward the way you do, it is not fine.
Na ye maame eye elikulu makrugo so ho san so ene rabna obin so e ho right ni mu amaka nyina mu adwuma ne saa amaye ni yanko well amisha se emfiri minua ba eye na nakuya ho na ye hwese de work no esikoye over the weekend abra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama manfo ye esi get ye fitness ne enyina mu yi ne etimi akọ 7 December no no bi so nam esoro wo se obema obi a mobile phone na ye ma mobile phone so a no watua bosumi bi e watua 1 cedi way back in 2018 Esla Bekachire said by the end of 2020 every citizen ebenya smartphone omebema every citizen smartphone ever have here in 2024. Over to you, my big sister Nanakuya Avle.
Mugabe, I mean for
my inking kum.
I mean, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and incoming Vice President. I think say Papa John Dramani Mahama or Boy Juma Pa or Boy Juma Ding Amagana, and me de se Ghana phone na Jinatum. Me de se people in Crawford realizes say. Senior MPP for no ebe dada ye no se sia obi ehu se aye clear se MPP for no de entronko an omo betwai enti we need His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ombrambeji kru no ensi ho work in the koye pa so massive people in Crawford bebre in Crawford woman call physically. I'm sure they were working in their homes in support and voicing it out in support of the NDC. And we are praying say nyamia dum on the 7th of December. Senya ye nyina ye better Ghana. Na ye nyina ye hu se MPP fo abeda yen on the 7th December. Me eje we are youth, we are brewa, we are 18 years, the new voters. Me pa omucho obien to me pie enfinifie na onko DQ ne so it doesn't matter how long it takes. Tobo na tuaba no kwa be hu parliamentary candidate. NDC parliamentary candidates now the so now we His Excellency John Dramani Mahama now we the akanhwamano na yen voti na John Dramani Mahama ombambeye ekroni Mugabe when him say if I sit here as a citizen first even before party we are okay Akufo-Addo ba yo say yet sika so ekomodien o se Ghana ye den mobododo o se monso menhwe. And I always say you cannot come and promise say wo ba wo be ya ade ni ye na wa ba wa maintain the ubeto ye no de dokuna beto no 2 cedi no 1 cedi no o se ne board no ontu nyentumi nton wo de maintain sa 1 cedi ni keke pomayen do everything within your power wo be maintain sa 1 cedi no se me maintain 1 cedi no one fa nko 3 cedis one fa nko 4 cedis one fa nko 4.5 wo sorry ya pro dokun se sia eto no 5 cedis. Mugabe cement those days 2016 Misi Medan na gasem 25 cedis. In fact gasem 30 cedis and a simaf 25 cedis. And there Akufo-Addo said those days no ne boy din iron rods. Today I want to go me person me core economy ni moon. What you saying? Deep iron rods 1 ton Mugabe na 1,600
16 million kanisikan.
Me na make catch wrong. So we pay kesiye kakra 2,800. And then 1 ton of iron rod about 6,000 something.
Oh no, you tell me 8,000.
You tell me 8,000. Muga, you tell me 8,000.
Last 2 weeks na 8,200.
8,200. And see 2024 ye be share ya sit name.
Yato.
Na ya to abapa. Mamudu mawumia okọ malata na okofa abodie. Edi chire yen se bodie ne yesen no. Mugabe na oni bodie ne bo. Na bodie bunch cry can say bodie nsa.
Bodie duro no.
Bodie duro ni nyina na ebe se 20 Ghana cedi.
Eno to me to. Eno na Mamudu okọ malata be fa chire Ghana fu. And they want to me to. That's one no say okoto wachi.
Okoto wachi.
It's 60 cedi o say eh.
O si onyansu wie and em so togu robe mu sen ko togu park ni mu anka Mugabe ebedu be say 100 cedis. Me na make a show. And see clearly no we have been deceived as a nation. 30 million Ghanaians MPP for abedadayen say na wo mu nim how to manage the economy. They be amekase economy ni mo kan wo book him say beba IMF.
Well, of course.
IMF for no so. Ye ba IMF for no memma economic indicators no. Then and now.
Good.
Now you say the difference is really large. Difference between the MPP and the NDC is serious. So.
To work your course, you have said wind of change be has a blow.
And to work your course, Ocean Crawford joining in the work.
A brand new soto.
A brand new soto. We should send young Crawford joining in the work. And we should say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or Kasa Mugabe eto asumu. Or Kasa Emare Chichre. It gives hope. I mean, his speeches gives hope. Even when we are hopeless now, they say you're hopeless. But the speech of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no, Emma Kuma etoyem, Emma ye who say ochina ebeye ye, Emma ye who say so take over. The country will be better. And to work media, obia or participating in the work. I wasn't in town then. And the organizers, some organize obia or participating, youth a won be join ye youth a won masesa won adwen abe join MPP phone nyina won masesa won adwen abe join NDC phone nyina baby won mu nyina ye ma won akwaba. We are happy they have joined the NDC and this year etiefo mama yen hwe ya sitinem na yen to abapa mama yen to ma dia waye bida. That's the bottom line. Okay, senya ye so Akufo-Addo hwe ye no yen so ba omia enhwe debi ono obeye west chaskele we there debi ono obeye west ono oni nidibre so ye vice president so ye mate so ye planke ono oni nidibre. So that would be even more messy.
Very well. Ibada yoni abana na kuyavle as live on TV as was it no so power 97.9 FM and mecha 3000 area many part 3 intinu ni part 3 no bia the 1000 Ghana series each and be coffee star 274 hash na was send was selected point for number 1 wabo 1 na 25 Ghana 2 na 10 Ghana osu betimi a lucky winner abra aja ye be draw no honorable Kalisiza lawyer over to you.
Mugabe Maase fa kwanyin na mencha etiefo nyina titru TF mu upper west Mpotemu.
Very well.
More show life. Mugabe am say a weekend walk I go get fit walk. See that we should get fit and be ready for a massive work to be done for GM to return. Walk no. In fact, amamenya I bi because after that walk no I was so exhausted that the following day, I saw that there was a change of my body. My human physiology had a change. No man who said some fitness be as I abami muntimi bo obia na okasa organization no abaso. If he said the work made many people to defy even who said na insoto ya throughout. And in fact, it witnessed one of the massive participation in this kind of work. The panel does no. Until we use over 2 hours free a progress echo nungwa. And I was also so happy say me say all our candidates in Greater Accra region no biao. And to work with there. I'm say from time to time no. I was saying pebiano. It me to sa na mo no na boy apomodimu ahoban. Anya tembiana obetno se uyare na wako hospital ni ade work no ebe ma sabi ayare bone ni ade kra no emeye edipeduan mu ana Mugabe work here ade ba ku bi extract me power when I kina isoba that musician I want to see you my father na me so ba perform
yesterday evening
mama na konya se omra me teteni the crowd kakra. Now, and boy, it fit very, very, very well in our current circumstances.
He said, your mama would
because and I mean, no name who power, your mama, they were to me, repeating the lyrics.
The way you do.
The way you do it is not fair. Every day I suffer money matter. So, Ghana is here, opinion, dear opinion.
Administrative capacity.
Ghana, bread, ewo, sika. Say, and you and I drew, and the power, and you. People are suffering. Look, especially Ghana for sabi omo mo ya ba adwuma kra na omo gipe no obi no a boso so and pay no etum de ne bibia and I can tell you say as we speak currently no etum for bebre say boso so mo kwakojo mpia no mo hihyo
bibe kwa pake mo ka so
because omo hihyo say enam say boso ya so mo kwakojo gipe no ntino obi a ode ne kabia no oba ofie. Many workers in this country, they have to also go free a norma, go free a Vianney, Gare, a Bahira, and Sabusumu so Mako Chaka.
And they cry air ticket from Tamale to Accra.
To Accra. And the situation in this country is terrible. Akomo Dinipa, look, many households in this country, Omo Dinipa Kope. Anopa so moye some kokobia eja no me de ebia nkati aka ka no manum kopim se enyumre omedidi
go yesi bi je de go be o se.
So in fact can Ayusobas is situated very perfectly in the conditions Ghana for sapini ne namusisi ano. And I was so happy. And Mugabe when you say a GM or the Sakunya can say, look, this year's election, no, Obia was we in this in the Bia. Ghana ni Bia, I will pay, see, as a son, South Bima Yetimuno, Obia also body Abosano. Everybody must get fit and be ready for a massive change. And you know, boy, and this in Libya will be a cocose. Ye person Bia, sorry, Ejina. Ye better house to house campaign. Ye better door to door campaign. Ye better work to work campaign. Ye better room to room campaign. Be will say, Manu, I should say, get to Sineko. And to Jeremy Boko Edison Ebo Ghana Funina Coco. Change your pay, and it's not only NDC.
Oh, yeah.
Because the economy has sunk into the abyss. Oh, yes, it's so be a broke Ghana. Why shall a gem? Say, or this Aquanian, I shall Ghana phone crying. The counterpart also offer for a national debate. No, on the name, your campaign say, or the teacher mobile phone. Abba, it's a Ghana phone. Sabi, Yamuana. Some like I say, Adia and Yagana for a mobile phone. I bet you say all senior high schools.
Credit in a creative metal.
Yes, you can say all senior boarding high schools. No, if you are not going to be the crown, or maybe many of the senior high schools, you catch them and say, Obianco to the sugar, and do bad Daniel Waller. So we see a cocoa ha with the so cocoa new ha. Now I said, what the friends say, tea bag, any sugar now they are. That is the reality on the ground. Where you can say politics and not propaganda. Mumu so bia headmasters for museum board uncle complaints say na cost school transfer. So the situation we find ourselves in Ghana here is so dire. Ebi electricity e wo mu fie. Omo dimi to credit into no omo da sumu. They cannot pay electricity.
Minimum soldiers for any police for bibria o ma park o ma cars.
And so kakaya no kwa no. Sabi ebi yetwa mo friends what are you know they can't go and pay. Look, the situation is so bad. Aka semre no who I will say you are coming to change the situation. Woni nam aka say be Ghana ni bia mobile phone na what you 1 city 2 city 1 city 2 city
why okay there
I don't know because what don't know comedian and nam Ghana. Look, I've never seen this kind of campaign. I have never. Some mini bepim friends me pay so me say presidential candidate power on him. That kind of campaign.
Send me phones.
I'm
a citizen.
Ghana deserve better. So because I work for her market women. Yeah, man, no ko dwom edidwane. Buso mo. Say man say kwase for adwodifo. You can say apoje essential type engineering baby. They have spoken out say this year they will never vote for MPP. The only system, only vote for John Mahama. Some say unti, only John Mahama or car or yeah.
I know who they are.
And so John Mahama say Ghana for ye nyina boboya no. Na disache nyine ba 24-hour na economy na okano. Ebeba. That is a game changer of our economy. Because ye kasa say according to John JM at that forum no. Say kasa you use the normal working hours. It will take us decades before we can change our economic status.
Okay.
And to 24 hours, the incentive will back. So that every business in this country will be boosted with the 24-hour, both public sector and private sector. Very and so, the person, Miss Midimano, I can say, Yera, John Mahama, Monica, sir.
Fantastic.
Now, NDC4. This year, so about your comfort zone. You bubo you say your mama depend now this will go so you win election yen the sabium. And also be sorry. Or say we na boy aboso
no contribution no chalk.
So I think that it was a very healthy work and I want to commend JM and I think that obia be sorry worker.
Very well.
Ma yetimi abonichidom ama wabeje Ghana free sa hawoni ahonchiri mu.
Very well. Lawyer Carlos Caesar, Deputy Director in charge of Special Duties, Edema NDC, live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. As like I said, come on, Musu about clinic commander Roma, Omonedia Musu, Garlic Bitter, said a baby so a boy ye papa, unye bina onuma, a boy reduce a high blood, air pressure, and some minimize a high sugar level, no, and many pediani general ye papa, preventive fatigue and weakness, sounds so and sign prevent it, and Yama enye ewo nipadua no nyina no reduce cholesterol and blood circulation no etimi adwuma ewo nipadua no ye papa obi a wanya stroke no wonya bi na hono ma ebo ye papa na mekamfo eye na so ye ho e de ama se ba bibia wo Ghana ha bia no wura pharmacy shop ana ha ba shop bia ma obenya amuzu garlic bitters ni bi ato for 0247776743 0247776743 wodo ni kire ho a wabon say yes na so ye oni no papa power specialist about hospital some country my say hepatitis A B C D and yi ni benetete wo fatty liver sciatica member no prostate problem fani nyina akodan no obi a ono mpani baby na atechema broken bones ulcer na compo and fibroid minu ama no we dey see be you awodie egu misrew furniture power specialist about hospital metimi aboa wo takrade wo anaje estate ye ni anaje eme primary school no be hu ye papa nkran so no odi wani ekire pokuase ACP kwabenya kwantempo no so a wonso bi hu ho kumase wo feyi ase legbosumjo kwantempo no so ye ni judgebo filling station no na edi enhwani mu fe no 0244544422 0244544422 ofe na ya bejo so Safari Valley Eco Resort omuna free omo kire se eba wildlife experience ya omo ye number 1 udu ha jata sebo say ye zebra yo mo ba no moko antelope si udu awani beju wo ye papa environment we very very conducive udu ni ekire wa omo hotel rooms no omo makọ ho ba edi ho adanse a na chese mpa no obo adwuma wo so a wonte kwen bia ho pani gina na so kama swimming pool ho ono dofo modi mpa mo nkomo awie no modi mpa mo agro awie no na masa ati aso swimming pool na ne tongon na chese mo adware papa bi ende be poso o si muga ho ye kama papa be poso ladies them boss aji ho atomase muga utu su ma te tongon me say yes what you say obeti ase papa antifo ni kire ho no mo nuane ne ye kama local and continental dishes ni nyina no omo serve bi ho from 0596914394 0596914394 o from omo ebeji so omo wadewo okre constituency in the eastern region nweko nyina ndawoma Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center medimo abo from Krato obebremo later Hebron Hills International School na natural mineral water omo so eka ho star 274 has no was selected for FM number 1 wabo 1 to 5 Ghana 2 na to 10 Ghana we should be a lucky winner bra maybe 3,000 there many pamiensa na just will be the 1,000 Ghana cedis each and a ebekofie. Well, on the issue of IMF no mamisha say in free nuaba na kuya vle abranya me aduma ochna media review budget so ebetimi akoso na kuya over to you.
Mugabe Maase Mugabe yaka IMF sike bia ekro bia gibio ekro bia ekoko gibi but MPP before our mobile omo ka kire yen say omo de omo nko IMF womo mayeti ase say Ghana sika no ewo kromu ha ya womo ka kire yen say the money is here. So we don't have to go to the IMF. And the Obia KB President Akufo-Addo KB. Maybe Abobama, me who data no. Maybe Abobama. President KB, Finance Minister KB. After one mo take power no. And almost say oh, ye na ye kan so ye say ye dey. Ye boa.
Okay.
And ye economic indicators at the den of the NDC in IMF. It was way far better than the Omuche. See, unemployment rate, we do 14.7%. Ghana total debt, just a Mugabe Udika. I mean, Ghana total debt, is 658.6 billion Ghana cedi.
Dollars in $53.1 billion.
Exactly. I no say ye 30 million na ye ti Ghana ha no. Say ye nyina ye de cameraman wo de more than 10,000. Also de Mugabe we also de ka. Me so me de ka. The 30 million people na ye wo Ghana no. yen nyina ye deka more than 10,000 Ghana cedi before we can pay this. Your debt to GDP ratio edu 62.7%. GDP $84.68 billion.
It's too much.
Monetary policy rate edu 29%. Inflation edu 22.8%. In the NDC era, inflation em say na 15%. Na 15%. Anu po wo mu to yes say nye. And the monetary be inflation
22.
Any akudu 22.8%.
IMF report.
Yes.
Of Ghana.
Yes. And that is very serious. Now, when you take all the African countries, now one day IMF or Ghana. When you take all the African countries, to Ghana na ya top, ye na ya top. It just na ye bubbles and and when you imagine Sika Abba a cronimo, we are unable to service our debt. No, it is so pathetic. Now the Chairman Mukrani Bank of Ghana. Wo Bank of Ghana 2022 wo boyeka 60.8 billion. When in say 2023 wo boyeka 10.5 billion.
More fire.
When Bank of Ghana for one more equipment, one more machine, one more software, one more bibia, one more dia, one more calculations ni bibia. Mo sorry am say maboka. It is the same maboka say NF nam so a wo collapse. Banks ni nyina say banks now boka.
Man to money me.
1 to 2 money me. And instead of them to use wisdom, nonsense to manage it, one way you saw Mugabe and you won't no.
Instead of 9 billion.
Instead of using 9 billion or something to resolve it, no. One more you saw 22 billion or something to resolve it. And now one no. Now when him say bank now Mugabe yare who. At the end of the day, they thought they were punishing the owners of the bank. But and yet the owners of the bank. And say Mugabe who say bank no not clean home. Electrician cook of fix electrical works ni wo home. When is a bank or my counter cashiers etnat nature security for wo ho. One more mukoto aduane. Into just obienu aduane. Abon because of wickedness of those NPP by collapsing the bank. What prevented them say when we change top management every ho now more replace it so that the bank can run. Security man no Osho bank on ODC can be Mugabe. Only so if you use nonsensical tactics,
clean and nim
Mugabe. Clean and no nim and no so we go clean sika. You collapse this banks. And now you, the Bank of Ghana, supposed to oversee the general welfare of the other banks. No, oh sorry, I'll say Maboka. You can say you call demonstration sometime. Bank of Ghana governor this can say you hooligans.
Yes, sir.
Say you hooligans. Just say you name the or no name the oil cramponting at 2022 as about 10.5 billion. And the IMF no. Mugabe, when you take money, you have to pay. During the NDC era, we were able to service our debts. Masikani be crackaye. And on DCC schools, DCC hospitals, roads, this is a government that they don't really care about Ghanaians.
But they have nothing to show upon all this.
They have nothing. One see schools, one see hospital be our MPP. Would they almost let them phone in? They have not done anything. One year she showed me full taxi. That was yesterday. Now 2 girls be TH and me cut now munchen. Maybe some say almost free school, but almost one of these secondary school free SHS. And be almost say a hot is saying. Mugabe and Kolani Kasano na mira ho and Kolani diabo bonia tete ka omo be sukre gumeso wo mo si aduane a omo di wo mo nyendi enti sika bebre amagi mo invest in what sector of the economy has the MPP invested this money enti ka won say wo mo ntumi fa one sector
the education
be education ye be ye
health
good. Bosia ya boni nyina ya di baka ko share education mu krampo na aya ye ni ye na nka free SHS obia ho atono nkola ne ho se se nkola ne wo mu nyina so wo nto aba ma MPP Mugabe uni ma me ka chiro kola na wo mu di 18 above no wo mu buefu. They said they are not voting for the MPP. They have all come to join the NDC for us to make the economy better. IMF CK Mwakaji Mugabe ye nim dia MPP for one more day. aside the IMF, they have collected a lot of funds from other sources. And to me, you can say, your debts are your decanon, and make a choice say, would they come more than
say Ghana, China for
10 or say
Chinese for mine. Yeah, I bet it's Zambia.
It's serious, it's serious. Now, a area who is very, very pathetic.
No targeted certain areas, or ECG, our airport, and
it is crazy.
Careful.
Me who video be and about me or say on one or car say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Or say on one or kai, but and then no, or say into me in Canisa.
Fundamentals na then.
Or say. But we cannot say it like that. It's not logical for us to make the same statements because depreciation now is depreciating. No, we are saying that the city has depreciated, but we cannot say that it is because the fundamentals are weak. Have you seen that video? Hey, me bufu ya. Also, it doesn't make logical sense for us to say that the city has depreciated and it's because the fundamentals are weak. Can you imagine Baumia telling us this? I say MP before no muka say yenina ye Ghana how they think they can say anything and get away with this. The fundamentals are so weak. In fact, they are weaker now. And the exchange rate has really exposed them. But Mugabe, I mean, take 5 minutes to educate people about this exchange rate. Say antia joa oton ade wo makola. Ebi oton tomatoes, ono okoto tomatoes or the CD ene oto. On use dollars.
Okay.
Enti ebi antia joa bomodian ni be kodu America. Enti ni bani sending the dollars $100 no kosisa. Obe you see 15 cedis rate no. Inti ebeya antia joa se sika ni yeden eye bebre mano. So she wouldn't understand the depreciation asema yeke. But this is why I want to tell Auntie Adwa say economy na ye grow no. One more ye import any export. One more di niyama ba kroni mu one more di niyama free kroni mu no. One more use $2. And it said dollars need depreciate ya. Ebema Auntie Adwa wa wuton ade a e bia wonya usika kwosisa obeju say ye bebre no. Enya ne sa it will affect you in a way. Because once the city depreciates, no, ye koto adie wo America, say yense Ghana sika bebre to get the amount we need to bring in something or to export something, and that is what makes the economy so difficult for us to live in. What you see, and the IMF, ekayedi, MPP for between now and December. What are their plans? Are they going to service the debts? And now Mujama NDC for Ababe take over. Naya service the debt. No. What are their plans for the good people of Ghana? In any case, December 7th, ye 2 ye bet 2 aba etia MPP for ama wama konrim. Na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ababe ye ekroni ye. In NDC economic indicators, no, it was far better than what we are seeing now.
Very well. Moses Clinic and Herbal Center Daruma can want to change the Jumedi Ebrew what the Moses Garlic capsule said their bed just will be num said be a muja bit me in the peduanum of Frusani ye me can blood circulation sanso ena etumia boa boost immune system no etumi ediama obanum bemanum etumia boa mo original na so brane obi a prostate problem or sexual weakness and no the enfanfa honorable caliciza mun feature sanso na male and female infertility and also enfa Mugabe feature hypertension diabetes sciatic attack Fort River malaria stroke and the Kenya no dental problems in our family like Moses Clinic and Herbal Center a dental barrier on money police station edition anymore ASL building moving home inside the Ghana Highways Authority yard Wakra Ministries a J Kojo Mini School for the Deaf edition anymore Kumasa Hinema Kokobi Umoho call them on 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra omo ebeje so na bibia so etimi akonkan kama na eja wohuni sa sweet mother say or her life na o enjoy show no ene ewie meje se bibia boko dollar man so ATA champion dollar man onu so tie woni happy o mo enjoy show no governor one governor of the father of West Africa, Alhaji Kader Tanku, dollar mine, and also say, or enjoy showing ye papa. Sounds so, and will be say, Yemfa and Chakesema Posinibi. Now, I see these people have nothing good to offer Ghanaians, bro. Create, loot, and share administration. Baumia is a liar. It's a disgrace to Northerners. When so Isaka and Ede Abba Efri and Krahaya, when so say and Chakesepa Oma, congratulations to Uti Prempe, now Chief Superintendent of Police. PID headquarters Accra was say Omao a year congratulations Obensudia on also Ede Abba Enono Yanko Nimna Yanshadi Etwaso a year Ben say I'm watching live from a year in Samum not just say on also Nedia on also Ede Abba Enono. Well Mameko a year lawyer Kalisis Asonity on also Nedia star 274 has now Sunday was selected for FM number 1 Wabo why not till 5 Ghana 2 not till 10 Ghana so and Ayiku was I'm watching you live from Ajin Kutuku yes Bibia Boko Bibino so here. Thank you very much Yanko Yenim Honorable Kalisis and Chamaya me first draw and then me chat 3,000 na me channel 1,000 there are many patron on the show star 274 hash now was Sunday was selected for FM number 1 which will be to my lucky winner. Over to you Honorable Kalisis.
Mugabe say IMF report here I can want some say be some of the highlights of the report because say Osha MPP this government when you look at their posturing towards prescriptions of good policies a bit mama say be you seek a diemu akon Sani I am for no prescribe no. They are never following it. The government are so dang because these indicators are yediama mimiaba I can be a for instance, say Omuka say they have to expand the government infrastructure. Report which say they were not able to implement. Report also says PURC say also will publish a quarterly report on ECG audit. They didn't report. They didn't implement it. And now after Zomusa say, I was say a buying Bank of Ghana, which will strengthen independence because for the past years, Bank of Ghana any independent. The government has hijacked Bank of Ghana. I'm a senior by Sikai. For the first time in the history of this country, you use your boss can be Bank of Ghana. And so this time around, your boss can. And I am a prescription by going to say, I also promote financial stability. So, Ghana, your finances, you see, Kadiamu, I have poto, Entina, says here, I buy so you be also with this Kakurakono, Ebinko, school feeding, Yentia Moka, caterers, Yentia Moka, contractors. This is the third quarter equi. They have not been able to pay second quarter and a third quarter. Contractors who and who transfer a capitation grant.
You expect them to do.
When you are school for capitation grant, you come many of the public schools now airport or Bunia de capitation grants so they must school for my headmasters. No, you hear all these requests. And health insurance a good credit. Come on, pastor or hospital class and now the Obako hospital who could be so school feeding many of the schools as we speak. And I'm saying dinner a work government and not doing Baumia as you know. And many state institutions are collapsing. Busa common fund. How many times the common fund Emma this assemblies? Now the common fund that even goes to these assemblies, they are more or less centralized common fund. Common fund and now was like this assembly, operation. And yet no man can say a pine a calvert near their daily community work no. And could be na a Accra. Say a papa yes yati way from women is getting because of corruption. NPP are almost what they share the desk stock. Almost 700 billion.
Quick one. Just seconds.
Yes, this is Ghana car dinner. Ghana need the car 10,000.
More than 100 million.
More than 100 million every 34.7 million Ghanaians no obi had the more than 10,000 Ghanaians.
Very well, honorable Kalisisa, 1 minute mesan about her. Hello, winner.
Hello, Mugabe.
We didn't maybe a kase free. Ashama, that's what you are saying.
Which are 760.
What you are saying?
75 cities.
I know what they say.
1,000.
In Tene, you say, what is 75 Ghana, budget 1,000 coffee? 21 a bidi.
Oh, the best chance to be sorted.
Oh, okay. So, my wife, you can't crack on one. Oberman is saying.
I'm a man of 300 hours school fees 700.
Oh, okay. I just say, oh, yes, it's for. You better ask Coswanity Power and TVS was the cost with her. Oh, my sister now, Mukasa or Miss. Oh, no, so you was super and a lawyer Kalisiza Joso. You better say Coswanity Power. Honorable Kalisiza.
Mugabe, revelation report email says is here unemployment.
Hey, books money akurao.
Do 14.7% no. Emra NDC be fra by so no. Na inflation na 8%. And before so month who pay semoda. And in in Ghana currently the crime rate was
14.15. No a year.
So I'm talking about unemployment. Yeah. I'm talking about unemployment rate.
Yeah, 7.
Yes, now okay, that is between 7 to 8%.
7 yeah, there about.
Even to just be charitable, we say it's 8%. Yeah. Almost want to pay some of that.
And they are 14.
And they are 14. And it's almost 15. You see, when you look at even these figures, they are charitable because me, you know, Nadia before inflation figure of 22.8%. Because I now go to tomato club across and 5 city. Tomatoes, tomatoes, milk is here saying 10 city. And over
containing gombes.
So Gary pa Gary. Gala nanke ekasa obisa Gala nanke enya for what do you have to criticize? So the reality is so staggering. So
because I make a thought tangerine. Tangerine, or what is that tangerine baku 8 tangerine.
Mugabe, the situation is so frightening.
Exactly.
And yes, so frightening. Do you say I'm a crime rate, you know? See, we had here some over see her saying, see, we could just schedule also because of these things. I'm not about Abamuno. Now, Ghana, the Kenya 120 million 20 billion Ghana citizens. Yeah, you want to be that. And now, you can say 700 billion. I'll go cheat tomorrow. Obiana, 100 million. Oh, Ghana, maybe also Tiano. And Kolaka to say, oh, Monacra, we are more than 10,000 Ghana cities. You know, when you say some of this, is okay. I'm so politics. No, this current situation is so bad. Say, I was say, Obia, sort of worker. Now, it's say, I was say the ban because we share a Mahmoud, Vice President Mahmoud Barumia, after our bo, and Kitano on the Ghana 4 dia. He placates himself, say, oh, Mazan on the Adreba. About the moment, different from what the Nadu has done.
When it comes to
everyone will pass
Bank of Ghana paying.
Everyone will pass it. One knows the or a driver mate. Siciano Ninsankutum.
Oh, yeah, driver.
They are the manner answer Baba abolition. You're the manner answer all the because you are the economic, you are in charge of the economy. I'm not know about Jamba for me. I was having more from Abbas say they have a solid economic team. No, Jason.
What a solid team.
No, Jason. And I wouldn't say, yam, now, over a Ghana president. All this.
I'm not doing anything more.
It's just unacceptable. I was a Ghana for
as head of the chairman of the economic management team. Bibia Bansi Gulina when I was here the Sobo Bobo.
No, because he was in charge.
Yes.
Nanarika said a Baumia because it's an economic weak skin.
When you sit at the Bank of Ghana as a deputy governor, Mugabe, you have access to everything in the economy. You mean can't add out because you are a deputy governor. You have access to our cocoa production, your gold sales, your BBA. Wouldn't the echo or your BBA wouldn't the echo as a deputy governor. Entina Akufo-Addo can say. Ono Abaomiano no nim bibia nti ono ni Messiah na oba be save Ghana no.
Oni so no
exactly.
Etu Mugabe. Yewra John Mahama Odika say Baumientimi and sorry Precopenka say Yamrambe national debate. If you say what can be you say Sandra Oka say winning license crampo as a driver. Who your driver mate? Bibi a course so our Ghana ha ama economy at upon something nyina and yawa na ye bisia ne hye wonsa na nipa wo nya driver yes you say Mahama where experienced driver on license a ode Ghana edi akoniaba abesi jojo e dey na woni no etibi ko challenge entina Mahama ka say masa so pe say economic debate ye di ye fence and so ye economy no ho a and ye kokore pe license ebra. You see, you have to know what Ghana has because at one
Ghanaians will buy phones on credit and pay 1 cedi monthly if I'm voted president. We bought them.
I really
seriously. What is the meaning of bought them?
I say Ghanaians will do what?
Was it Ghanaians will buy phones on credit and pay 1 cedi monthly. We bought them.
I mean, it's
a message.
Also, the whole Sudan.
Gloria said, "We bought them."
Oh, the whole Sudan. I said, "Ayakwada, wada." What you know for Sudan? No, because oh, me say, Sana Sabian way. But the fact is that say, you so have 8 good years. You were the one in charge of this economy. You see, you said vice president because you say we in deal economic management. Because you were former Bank of Ghana deputy governor. I'm not going to say any person, no deputy governor. Anything, Nanadu fi say economy adwini bia ebet mama waba be say economy you see ke diemu eni adwa diemu e bi wutrim. Ya do ba ye. Who say first day also dollar na atipraga no.
Onka ho asemu.
Wo say wa che no aloko no ewo IGP. Ho. And a dollar a time before they came in, the dollar in 2016 was how much?
4.
It was 3.8%. 3.8.
Yeah, it's near 4.
It's near 4. And the dollar no is 16.1%. I bet dollar Ghana economy and
dollar no and
all that they do is that and yeah that Ghana for
and this is
and after obeying say Ghana for your country. Yeah, bomb coco. Sir, this is 20 anyone etikopo. Ya swansu aswansa ye hu die mu oduo. Ye hu John Dramani amamuo just 4 years John amamuo. See ye ka footprints of John Olivia it abounds everywhere in the region. At least you can point to something say John Mahama pension side ye Nanadu till today. So point just one thing. Okay, I'm say free SHS.
Okay, so look at so much. I'm saying my Jumasi no be ya. Okay, so much. Your my Macman no be catch. Say we end this niana. We are journalists. No be so more that question.
We end this.
We end this. Now, cause I'm.
It's we
are. Say when I'm who you my.
It's from
just mention too. Now,
so it means you are not in this country.
Yeah, come as if was
and he said, Mamu Bomiaso or person with debate a John Mahama. Uncle no a teacher training is into your
but I
grown to me debating me crying.
The mess and any
be grown to me
debating and any I know and I your mama and got now.
No sir, I for no. In fact, they have bad faith. Because Mugabe Ghana highway when we say 2 teams kwa kensi ama referee and emuna ebe announce say that say we can go football. What to be paying?
That team
GFA any teams no be show
na me akora me nim ho hwe
we ti o mababa football o makwa kensi kwa we nim hwe we ti wa say John Mahama ni why say
azuma na ese na jafane ekobo kutubo no ya mo obi a promoters bi ansore ehun say date we ya bo we amane abo we amane ka kire na bi ne ya ja no ni ababo ntina be ya announcement.
That shows the bad faith and the biasness that they are demonstrating now. Internet NDC say yes sir. Because over the years, society and some organize even this presidential debate, you know, how many political actors in Asia? You see, I can't say the president
debate.
Yeah, baby. Yes, you can't just get up one day and just say presidential debate. And in fact,
debate on what?
You are going to debate on what?
An achievement, Yana. Ghanaians will be the best.
Vice President doesn't need debates to tell us the way forward. My account. My account.
We'll be able to draw from the race to America. Oko debate was CNN say anko.
Who say CBS
say wa we.
Mugabe answer number me abeko debate no. Oni on be ma yen update. Ye free bibi update. Uba power no say ube ye SY into be ma yen update on what you have done. Answer na ye be ma His Excellency John
Mahama just 2020 elections no. Okay, chiro bia Ghana fo nyina me yati asese nya de a nanado ane John Mahama be ko yi debate da na John Mahama person yi debate onko no ne ayi ekwiafo omuntu to fertilizer and yes yes onko no ne ayi nursing trainees ne teacher trainees for na yentu o allowance no mo enkodi sawaso onko ayi market women na omuntu bi omudwa yento no mane enkodi sawaso onko contractors for yentu o muka na what has changed dear na asesa and the contractors for even I know some contractors for more than 3 months, more than 3 years. Very
well.
Roads they've stopped. The roads of the roads are not being constructed. They've all laid down their tools.
Mr. Cameron, our number is 0244-7132. Last 2 digits more 10,000 Ghana big phone so share 0244 7,000 Ghana. I be go phone so 10 million Ghana cities. The number is 0244 7132. Last 2 digits more. Third winner. The number is 05. Third winner no kwade menyano wala no. So hello.
Hello Mugabe.
Only ma we dey be akasafe.
We did the 7 family kasafe pon Katamanso as constituency.
Me da say ucha saying
Make your sister Ghana.
And what they saying?
Maybe 1,000 Ghana.
What the 1,000 Ghana? I better say. A young wako sweaty and wako so TV as well.
Oh, station where the station.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a papa, Emma.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
The second winner, no check your phone also 0244-7132. Last 2 digits more 1,000 Ghana big go phone. So we are trying to reach you, but you are not picking. Into 3,000 machadiama nipa miensa. Na leko ya na odija yakwan yeso si.
Dia midija Ghana for ni say. You say dia ye hu na ye di hu adansie.
Ampa.
Dia ye hu e na ye di hu adansie. Me matina under the NDC and a matina under the NPP. Me mbo abrewade, but I have experienced both coins. Aswansa. And I can tell Ghanaians on authority, say the 2 parties are excellence no.
Okay.
The NDC is more excellent than the NPP.
Very well.
NDC wa badaye. NDC wa power no so biya so. We one more capture akoshe corner and just a few are enjoying. Wo to about December 7th aminia to abapa. Tuma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Well, Kalisida 1 minute.
So, Ghana is at a crossroads. And if we have been given the opportunity, say nya kwenya, say a normal enkoso ye bibia braye bro Ghana nyina no. Nya kwenya say comes December 7th. See etimi kɔ na yeto abapa ni nyina esubetwa. Etimi Ghana fo nyina akɔkɔ say Momo me ni propaganda echi. Momo me ni sika echi.
Okay.
Enko to ababoni because so we yes pe na che the next 4 years no. Sa bra wo kra fan say eno kra amuju kakra no. Obabra asensa.
Very well.
So yento abapa na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oba odin sisa yepa baba mobia enwoto no.
Very well. Lawyer Kalisiza, Deputy Director in charge of special duties, the NDC. Mini aba na ekwa avlen so moten nka ono so bebo amedwumade ne FFF. Ochina 1-on-1 with the Honorable Kojo Chumbuafo, former CEO Ghana Free Zones Board. Ono ne yene bedi eye nsa wo so ochina na yedi nsem nyina de abramo. Dwumade ne yeda fa asedama eye Kevin Asante Raf ne eye team nyina Innocent Kochuko Nicholas beposo hima munyina eboaye ema bibia ko kama Mr. Kanyanyo ene beniante so wechira omodi omo support ekan ho Midende Mugabe Maase oba ne dendo me achina ebedi nhia nemum beposo hima ladies them boss any team no e de anwumre no si akase ebo na ebro mampoma mamunyina mo eniti